funny how the story goes.
Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim, and in today's video I am going to take you through a deep clutter of my bathroom. This thing has so much stuff in it. Now I will say this is the only bathroom in our house, so it does hold all of the, like I say, lotions and potions for 4 different people. So there is a lot of stuff in here, and there's still going to be quite a bit of stuff when I'm done. However, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I get rid of. Like for instance, the bins that are up top here, I really don't even know what's in them. And this bin here has lipsticks in it that are so old, like lip glosses and stuff. I know I have not worn almost all of these lip glosses in the last at least 2 to 2.5 years. You can just see the dust that's piled up on them. And it's those Buxom, so it's like the bee sting lip gloss. So I know, like if I try to put those on my lips now, it would probably just burn my lips off. They are so old. And then this is just eyeshadows. This is something that I have to let my daughter go through as well, because it's not all mine. But yeah, that bin, all of it's just getting tossed, because that's what I need to do. I need to be brutally honest with the stuff that I'm using and the stuff that I do not need anymore, because the clutter, it's starting to get, I think I've said in prior videos, it's just starting to get overwhelming. There's just too much stuff and there's nowhere to put anything. So it's all just laying out, and it's starting to get to me. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're liking stuff like this, like I said, I am going to go through like a bunch of different areas in my house and do this kind of brutal decluttering. So if you do like this kind of video, hit that subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified when I have new videos coming out. So let's get to it. So in my attempts to try and keep all of this stuff organized, I do have the bins that have specific things in them. Like for instance, this bin has all eyeshadows in it. Honestly, I barely wear eyeshadow. And if I do, like look at the expiration date on this. That says February 2011. That's 11 years old, and it's just been sitting in the bottom of this bin. And that's just like, I shouldn't have it here, because it should have been tossed back in 2011, 11 years ago. But you know what? It wasn't, but it is being tossed now. And that's what's important, that I'm getting rid of stuff that is no longer needed, or I guess could be, I'm not going to say dangerous. That's a little over exaggeration, but you could develop some kind of skin irritation, definitely, from wearing something that's that old. So it's just got to get tossed. But some of this stuff is my daughter's, so I have to let her look at it too. She does makeup way more than I do. My makeup routine is basically a little bit of foundation, and I'll do oh my gosh, why can't I ever think? A little bit of a contour, but I use it both as an eyeshadow and a contour and mascara, and that's pretty much it. And right now, really just like a lip balm or something, because it's so dry still. But just gonna dust everything off, put the eyeshadows back in here so that she can look at them and see. Like I know that Morphe kit, that's one that she just got recently, so I know that one is staying. But there's some Naked palettes in there that I'm not quite sure about, but I'll have her look at that stuff and try and just get a handle on all of it. And I guess a lot like the makeup, out of sight, out of mind, I don't see this. So I didn't realize how disgusting it was on top there. So I'm just going to take some of my Murphy's oil and a paper towel and just wipe all of this down. Just get all of the grime and the gook off of it. I do want to put my Epsom salts that I have. I have a couple different bags of the Dr. Teal's Epsom salts that I'm liking right now, and I just bought some clear containers, but I have to figure out how to label them. So that's going to be in another project. Why there's a screwdriver in the bathroom on top of the vanity mirror, I have no idea, but it's there and it's getting moved. Why? Just why is it there? So now I'm just going to go through all of the hair products that I have in here. I don't have many, but there are some that are questionable. And then lotions that I have in here that are also questionable. I've been liking the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. So I do have an Aussie one here. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that one. That might be a toss because the It's a 10 does just really work well. And then I know the Got to Be heat protector that I had has been in there for so long, and I did get a new one that I've been using, so I'll keep that one. And then I'm going through just face masks and stuff like that. This is all stuff that is pretty new. I did get a lot of face masks for myself and my daughter for Christmas time, so I know they're all good. And just like I said, going through and seeing what can be tossed out of here. In going through all of my hair stuff, I realized I had two of the same bottles of leave-in conditioner open, so I'm just going to put all of that into one bottle just so it's taking up less room. And then the second shelf that I'm going to start going through, there's stuff on here that I definitely know has to be tossed, but this is kind of our everyday go-to. It has all of the hair ties and lip balms, and then I have also a bin that has my foundation in it, which I know there's a couple foundations in there that I tossed too just because they weren't, I either didn't like them. One of them that I did try had a lot of sparkle to it, and I'm not crazy about that like shimmer kind of stuff. I get where they're going with it. It's like a photo focus kind of foundation, but it just wasn't for me. I like just a basic foundation. So I know there's a couple in there that get tossed, and just trying to kind of keep this a little more simple so that stuff is just easy to find. Like I think those were the photo finish ones that I was looking at where I'm like, yeah, I'm not really digging them, so I'm just going to toss them. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, know that. So here on the inside of the door, I have this little magnetic strip. I think I got this from the dollar store. It's tape on one side, and anything that can be held with a magnet, you just pop up there. So for instance, I'm popping up all of our bobby pins. That way we don't have to go like digging through a bin to see where they are or a basket. They're just all right here. They have a place, and the goal is that when we use them, you know, you kind of take them out and put them back where they belong. That's the goal. The reality is it probably won't happen all the time, but that's okay. There is a spot for them. I think I might put up some kind of hooks on the other door to put all of the little hair ties and all of the kind of bandana like things for when you want to do face masks and stuff. I think that would just be a lot easier instead of them just being in a bin where you're trying to sort through them. If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're So here I'm just going through the different foundations that I have. Like I said, there was a lot of them that I got them to try and then wound up not liking them. I don't know that if the drugstores still have the return policies on makeup, but most of this makeup that I have in here, I did get at really good deals. I used to do a lot of couponing, and I kind of fell out of that I'd say like the last 2 years. We really just don't get very good coupons anymore. But a lot of the makeup that I do have here, a lot of the lipsticks and glosses, and then the foundations are all drugstore foundations that I got on sale with coupons and then cashback offers. So a lot of it was either like just a few dollars, like $2, $3, or some of it I even like got for free. So just tossing it at this point, I'm okay with it because, I mean, I'm not okay with it because it is wasteful, but I really don't have a use for it, and I just don't have the room for it.
I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me?
So I just washed off the caddy that I use for my lip glosses and lipsticks. Honestly, there's not very many lipsticks in here. They're mostly lip glosses. I love the NYX lip butters. They're really good. I don't tend to wear lipstick that much anymore because it's just a little too drying, so I stick with glosses and balms, and usually those work for me. Now I'm just going to start putting stuff back up on the second shelf since I got rid of a lot of the stuff, and then go through all of our hair ties. This is a big one. There's a lot of hair ties and clips, and wait till you see when I do the declutter of my bedroom, there's like clips lined up on my headboard. Just because I'll wash my face and I'll leave the clip in and I'll take it into the bedroom so I can put my lotion on. And then I just pop the clip up on my headboard for some reason. And I had at one point a whole row of them across. I'm like, all right, maybe it's time I got these where they belong.
I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night.
All of the little clear bins that you see me using in here are all things from the Dollar Tree. The only thing that's not from the Dollar Tree are the wicker basket that holds like my everyday go-to stuff, and then the basket at the top shelf there to the left, the black basket. That was from IKEA. The wicker basket I've had for many, many years. I think I got it at Michael's at some point. It was like a set of 3. And then the bin there that I have for my brushes, that was just an old bin, or like an old little tin can kind of thing that flowers came in at some point, and I was like, you know what, I'll just use it for all of the brushes because, you know, why not use what I have on hand already. Now don't get me wrong, I love when people do like the whole clear bins and everything is completely organized and just looks pretty. I love how that looks. However, I'm not willing to spend the money on that look, especially if it's something that's behind closed doors and the only one who really sees it is anybody who lives in the house. And if I invite you over and you're looking through my cabinets, you shouldn't be, so stop it. Just kidding. Look through my cabinets. I don't care. I have nothing to hide. But I love that look, but I'm just not willing to put out that much money on stuff that is behind closed doors that nobody sees. Let me know, I guess, how you guys feel about that. I try to use either stuff that I can get at the dollar store or stuff that I have on hand already. Like I said, the IKEA one that I have up there, that came in like a whole big set. So I think it was only like $8 for a set of 5. And I know like Mia uses 2 of them. I think Nick uses a few of them. And then I have this one set that I had in here for the bathroom. So like that kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, you know, it's a kind of a cool set, but I'm not one to buy like those big fancy plastic organizing sets. I'd love to, but I just can't justify spending the money on stuff like that. I have to tell you, the back of my one hand was raw by the end of the day between all of the stuff that I was trying on the back of my hand and then wiping it off with the dry towel. Later that night, I'm like, man, the back of my hand is so dry. I don't know why. And then I remembered, okay, you tried, I don't know how many different products on the back of your hand, and then we're like scrubbing it down with a dry towel that just took any kind of moisture that you had left in your hands from this cold weather. So, needless to say, I needed to definitely moisturize after doing this because of how dry my one hand was from all of the try-ons that I was doing.
Never thought the loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours. Worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden. Now gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance, take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get close to me. We'll do you good, 'cause I am golden, I'm golden. Get next to me, get next.
So here's a little tip. The official way to get all of your Q-tips to go the same way is to just put the cap on and do a shimmy shake. I don't know if anybody else knew that, but it tends to work the best. A little shimmy shake and all your Q-tips will stand up straight.
Feels like the two of us are golden, I'm gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance, take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get close to me. We'll do you good, 'cause I am golden, I'm golden. Feels like the two of us are golden, I'm gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get close to me.
So here's a little peek of the trash that we got rid of just from the one cabinet so far, and that's this cabinet. And here's the reveal of this cabinet all decluttered. Like I said before, it's still going to have a lot of stuff in it. It is the only bathroom in the house, and 4 people, pretty much adults now, sharing it. I mean, let's face it, they're all old enough that, I mean, the boy's taller than me, so he's pretty much an adult. But I mean, it's good. It's not great, and I never strive for great. I just strive for easy. It's easier to see where everything is. So now I'm going to start on the medicine cabinet, and there's stuff in here that is expired too. And I know there was a toothpaste in here, like one of those charcoal toothpastes that I bought a long time ago. Never really liked it, but it was still in here. Why, I don't know. But I got rid of it today.
To be wilder, I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty.
So here's a little funny story of how we become, or for me, a creature of habit. The medicine cabinet that I had here before, this medicine cabinet isn't that old. It's maybe 4 or 5 years old now. But the one that I had up here before this was all mirror. So it had a mirror in the back where the shelves are, and then the shelves were glass. It had a mirror on the inside of the door and the outside of the door. And you never realize how used to something you get. For instance, the one that had the mirror all over the place, I loved that thing and didn't even realize how much I would miss it. Oh yeah, lotion from 2017. Needless to say, that's not going on anybody's face. I hope nobody used it, but it's in the trash now, so nobody can. So back to what I was saying with the creature of habit. I loved that medicine cabinet, and I didn't realize how much I did until I got this one, and I don't have the mirror on the inside. Still till this day, and like I said, I've had this for probably 4 or 5 years now. I will open the cabinet door to see the mirror on the other side, and it's not there.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my tune. Choo-ah. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this.
Alright guys, so we're coming to the end of this video, and I hope you guys liked this video. I really do. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of decluttering, cleaning videos, hit that subscribe button because I'll have a lot more coming up. I started here in the bathroom because I knew, like for me, this was a no-brainer. I knew all of those lipsticks and lip glosses had to go. I knew there was expired makeup in some of these bins, and like you saw, an expired lotion, and I think there was even expired contacts that I had to wind up tossing. But this was a small project for me, and I started out here figuring, you know what, I'll get this done, and this will kind of snowball me into going to the next room, where that's where I'm going to have to be brutally honest, and that's in my bedroom with my clothes, got to admit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.